Are you looking for something more? Well, subscribe to this channel because you found it. You are human. You feel human, right? Well, science has proven that to be an illusion. When you break us down and look very closely, we are made up of photons and molecules filled with so much energy. And together, with love, I want to heal the universe through the computer via remote healing. And we are going to make a quantum energy remote healing website, which will turn into one of the largest in the world. Hi, and my name is Jessica. Thank you for joining me. If you found this, you were meant to be here. Um, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. Yesterday, something miraculous happened to me. I don't want to quite call it an epiphany, uh, but I know it was of that nature. Um, I didn't want to get up. I was laying down feeling, I can't even explain it, ecstasy. And I was told, though, to get up. I was told, I wasn't told. It was more of a feeling. Anyway, I wrote it. I got up and I wrote it as fast as I could, the things I was thinking and feeling. And I never did this before because um, it's very hard to describe. You're almost everything and nothing at once. But this was the biggest connection I've ever felt after years and years of doing this. And I had to listen. Um, the main reason I got up was the epiphany God told me. And excuse my language of God. I'm going to say God just because it's easy. I'm talking about energy source, life force, chi, anything you want to call it. I'm talking about that. It's all one. Um, anyway, the energy told me, and like I said, I don't want to say told. It was more like I actually could feel it right now. I still do a little bit. It's just not the same. But it was like I could feel, no, not even feel. It was like I was a part of everything around me. And it told me I needed to speak up and speak out and make a quantum energy remote healing website, which is going to turn into one of the largest in the world. Now, I want to let you know a little PS side note. The only reason I even know how to do any of these graphics and have this device to do this is because I was bored and something told me as I was meditating to do something, and I was planning on making a video on a show, and I started trying to. So I learned a little, and it all led to this point. That's what it led me to. I wasn't meant to do this show. I was meant to do this. And I need you. I need your help. All you have to do is join, commit when you come to stay 10, 20 minutes, and help heal yourself and help others. Just stick with me here, okay? I wrote a bunch down that I wrote yesterday really fast. Some of it doesn't make sense, but I'm going to read it. First, just in case you're wondering, I want to get into actually what remote energy healing is. Okay, so this is from the forensic science website. Um, it talks about what is distance healing. It describes it so well. It's by Dr. Emoto. I've been following him for about 20 years since he put out his book on water and changing. And that's how long I've actually been studying the brain and things around me. I've always been interested. It's another topic. Anyway, what is distance healing? You can't see your mother's love, but you can feel it. You can feel it when you go through hard times and know she wishes you well, even when she's not physically present. So it's saying that you overcome your difficulties, and even though there's distance, um, it's a similar like matter. Basically, what it says. I didn't want to use the exact words, but I will give it all to him. But the main things you use is which he says is intention and positive, coherent energy. I do believe that also has to be matched with emotion, and that is by Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. It says here the positive thoughts and words create beautiful, unified patterns, and negative thoughts form disruptive and chaotic patterns in the crystals. Now, these are just thoughts in water, and our body's made up of water. So, that I feel like is Emoto's theory on why we can do remote healing. It's because our body's made up of water, and if our thoughts change water, well, we can change it easily through the computer. Um, there's also one other thing. Okay, so I'm ready to read what I wrote. I'm going to try to read it quick. It's kind of long, and I know the longer these uh, channel websites are, maybe people won't stay in tune. And I really want you to, because I want you to come as far as I've come. Um, it took me to hit rock bottom to feel what I feel. I will admit, it goes away sometimes. That's why I wrote it down. And what I'm about to say, there's certain things that are very personal regarding things that happen to me in my physical body and my groin area. So when it gets to that part, you might want to fast forward if it's too much information for you, which I completely understand, but I do feel like it's relevant. It might not make complete sense because, like I said, I was laying down and in a deep meditative slumber type of mode. So here goes. The first thing I wrote was, everything will turn out just fine. As Joe Dispenza would say, I'm lit. I am so lit, I literally had to jump off the couch to begin this journey with you. Very quickly, before I forgot what I'm thinking and feeling, so I can explain this format, there are two particular things happening to my mind and body. One, and just to let you know this, I kind of wrote how it got me to this place. One, first, I chose to give up. I literally was at the spot that I tried every single they asked like avenue in my life. I really did, and nothing worked. And I had no other place to go. I gave up. I went back to my roots. I went to Catholicism, which I was born in, and gave up and just went back to my roots and went to God. It says, even though I'm a science girl, I literally just went back to my roots. And then something miraculous happened because I did continue meditating. While I was meditating, something popped up on TV. Joe Dispenza came on YouTube and put into science quickly, openly, and honestly everything that I experienced in the past. That they took away my daughter full custody. Full custody. I did have access, sleepovers, all of that, but because I shared to them what was happening when I was meditating, mental health became very much involved, and I began to get scared and think that people were attacking me, and it was coming from like an outside source because I did not know what was happening to me. At that time, I was getting pinpricks all over my body. I was getting shocked, like I could feel it in specific spots. It was crazy. I would stare off my balcony and literally see flashes like of light that I felt like I could follow. I felt like I could follow these pinpricks specifically in my body that were like lightning shocks. I felt like a magnet coming out of my body, attracted to things. And when I followed it, I tried to follow it, even with my hand. It felt like it was breathing, going in and out all around me. And when I do this with my hand, what do I create? Waves. Waves, which is exactly what Joe Dispenza described to me. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the book. I can't make out some of the writing because I'm trying to be very, very honest. Please stick with me here. Please, you won't regret it. Um, I gave up, but now her dad died. He slipped on ice in the winter, and he fell and hit his head on his way to the car, and he died. And I got full custody. But then his sister is now trying to take away a lot of more time than me, and it led me to this point of nothingness. But I can't get into that now. Things are happening to me that made me jump up, and I was very relaxed, almost asleep. And he spoke of a profound mind and body and something, and I believe I was having one of these, and it felt so good. It felt so good that honestly I haven't had sex in 6 years or had my period since over 6 years ago when I was 35. They told me it was because of menopause at 36. But it's because I was in survival mode. My body literally shut down. Over 5 years of strict survival mode. And it's gone. I'm not in survival mode anymore. Nothing's changed, and I feel abundance. And it's possible for you too. Anyway, when I was meditating, it felt so good. I haven't had sex in 6 years or had my period. And I was so aroused that I cannot remember a time that I have been so aroused. I've never been so aroused. I've never enjoyed intercourse my whole life. I felt so aroused, and it lasted so long. And it wasn't just in my groins, it was in my heart and in my brain. Even thinking about it makes me begin to feel it. A vibrational, something that I know this is going to happen. It says that when I was writing this, I was still feeling the arousal. And proof is in the pudding. I discharged a lot and got my period for the first time since I was 35. And I'm now turning 41. I literally felt all this, and I started feeling cramps in my groin area, and my period came out. And I just laid there because I did not want this arousal feeling to stop. It was still going, and things are happening to my groin, a discharge, and it still was happening. I just haven't felt arousal in so long, but I feel it in my heart as well. I feel like it's a little heavy, the way I'm trying to describe it now. I feel like it's a little heavy, and it's going away a little. I feel it like a force of energy connection to my brain. I'm not explaining this because I can't. It's too difficult. It's like you're everything and nothing at once. The middle of my chest felt warm to me, and my throat tickled a bit if it was in connection. it felt like I could literally feel everything in my body working together like a magnetic kind of pull. But when it happened, it wasn't just like that. It's like I wasn't my body. I expanded. I couldn't feel everything, but I felt like my body went like out to here. I could feel out to here, maybe like a foot. It was really weird. Um, and this is real. I really could, my perspective was the energy I felt came out to here. Something happened. I have to be very careful what I say, um, because of what's happened to me in the past. Um, because I don't, I've literally wrote it in here. I don't want to wind up in the nut house again. I feel like I believe feeling out and expanding to each other, it's like it touched everything else. I could feel inside me and outside me like pulsing and waves inside of me. I swear to God, I hope this stays with me. The reason I'm starting this website is when I was lying down there, I had a vision of the future. I'm going to say God to make it easy on myself, but you can call it whatever you like. I could feel outside myself, and it felt so good and warm, like a magnet grabbing you, like you are attached to everybody and everything. And if we could all have this feeling at once, I know we could heal each other through the computer. I was told to make a type of energy healing group, and it can work remotely. I promise. I have been through hell and back. And if you have too, you need to subscribe, and you need to stay strong, and you need to stay with me. This is so important. I didn't care about anything. Don't care about anyone's backgrounds, religions, color, race, anything. I was told to just get this message out. We need to start an energy focusing group for people that are sick, for people who need your help. Are you ever on the couch and you want to help someone? Maybe help yourself at the same time, but don't know how to? Then you need to subscribe. All you all you need is your presence. I will teach you how to release your energy towards this for free. The others, all the people out there that are famous, give you just enough info, not to make it hard to figure it all out by yourself. That's why they have $1,000 retreats. And to be honest, at the beginning of meditating, I actually hated it. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I didn't understand why. So if you're one of those people, your perspective will change. Trust me. Um, um, meditation was horrible. And it is quickly becoming my favorite time of the day to regulate myself and to feel the heart and brain connection. And when I'm beginning to open my eyes, it's beginning to stay with me, guys. It doesn't just leave anymore. And I want you to feel it too. I wrote that just right through when you open your eyes, and it's there, you realize you finally got it. It sucks how when you open your eyes right away, and that feeling goes away. Are you someone that needs help? Feeling alone? Are you looking for something but just lost? Because so am I. But the one thing I know is we got to get this going right away. It's easy and it's simple. And we can help a lot of people very quickly. This isn't just going to be like a hierarchy type of website. It's a corroboration of our souls, of our energies, uh, to exemplify on the same front and to stand on a united combat to fight whatever we choose to fight at that moment. We actually aren't fighting it. We are becoming in tune with it and just changing it or removing it. And I want this to get big enough for doctors who want to come measure and show proof after all the testimonials we are going to release. And you can be one of the first right now to join. Come on, guys. I need your help. And all it takes is one subscriber. Um, the next thing you know, we all together can change the world. I truly want this to be an experience for all of us. And I want us to experience, the last thing I wrote was an emergence between us all. And we will get there. So please subscribe. And I really thank you for watching.